where I want to be in the future and sort of narrowing down what I want to do in my career and kind of thinking about different things. I've always thought about the body because I've always worked in jewelry, but thinking about it differently now. So it's just helped me grow as an artist, that's it.
I'm Joanne, and I recently graduated from Cal Arts. And I studied economics and politics long ago as an undergrad, and also have an MBA, so I worked for several years in a corporate environment in sales and marketing jobs, and left that a while ago because the work that I was doing, which was essentially finding new and better ways to sell soap, stopped having meaning for me. And, found my way to art making because I feel very strongly that art is an important site of active critical discourse, and I think it's really important to maintain this site. So I'm really committed to that through my practice. Interestingly, when I started at Cal Arts, I also immediately had faced a health crisis, a personal health crisis that also created a crisis for me in terms of the current sort of state of the conversation within feminism at Cal Arts, and also with how gender norms sort of are instantiated within the health industry, and here in LA in particular. And so I've spent the last 2 years really trying to figure out ways to work with, to understand the trajectory of feminism and the history of feminism, and to find ways to insert myself into that work in a way to revive some of the old strategies, and also maybe to find some new strategies, because I think it's a really important movement that still has work to do. All of my work in the last 2 years has been very much affected by my experience in the MFA program.
Well, my name is Bryan, and I am a candidate for the MFA in the ceramics program here. My work is about figuring out the expressionistic qualities of clay and earth through a great deal of writing. I believe in the marriage of art and writing, and I think that really has come to underscore everything that I've been doing for a while. As far as the MFA program, or the MFA program, not this one, but as an idea of the MFA, I try to think of it like a last line of conceptual defense for really breaking things apart that are indescribable with language. And I think it's not that there's a solution, but that it's that thinking, both in abstractions and images, as well as in written thoughts and language, is very important to me. It's tempting as a Generation Y to be cynical and agree with my friend who compared MFA programs to a Ponzi scheme, but I think I don't believe that. And in the end, it's kind of it's a self-direction, and you just sort of choose your own agenda and kind of argue it, or it falls apart. It's sort of a safety net for me in that way.
I'm Andrew Printer. I'm a soon-to-be third and final year MFA student at UC Irvine. There they are. My undergraduate degrees in film and media studies, and back in the late 80s, I made a couple of documentaries that were the tail end of a whole slew of documentaries about AIDS, the era of ACT UP and activism, based on personal experience. The first documentary was about actually prostitution and immigration, and the second one was people who were infected and impacted by AIDS. Then life took a left turn, and I ended up working in the nonprofit sector in health for 10 years and didn't think about art much at all. And I hated that, but it paid the bills. And then I woke up and found that that era had completely altered and changed, and my community was fighting for different kinds of things, settling down, marrying, joining the military, adopting children, and so on. And I just really didn't know where I fit with that. And frankly, I didn't know what a gay man of my age who didn't die should look like and act like and be like. So I started to become interested in just representations of the queer community, gay men in particular, what they do, what they look like, what they do in their homes, what they do together. So I picked up a camera. Video was too expensive, and film was too expensive and too collaborative. I kind of am an introverted person, so I like working on my own. So just went to community college, learned how to use a camera, and started taking photographs. As far as an MFA program, I lived in San Diego, which is a provincial city, and being a sort of a solitary person, it was clear that I was going to get nowhere doing things just like that on my own. It seemed very clear that MFA programs were a necessity. As far as networking, meeting people, the gatekeepers to just show my work and further my goals. So it's been a great experience, actually. It's led to opportunities like this and meeting new people and being exposed to a lot of theory, which frankly I didn't know much about before and I still don't know a lot about, but I'm really grateful for that opportunity. So it's been mostly a really worthwhile experience for me.
I'm Crone. I am a second-year student now at UC Riverside. The image we're looking at is from the installation galleries, the air up there, and currently I would say my work is still in a gestation period. I'm still not quite sure where it's at, but I know I'm dealing with it. Kind of vernacular imagery and a popular mythology. So that's that. And as far as the MFA program, I came straight out of undergrad, so I felt like I was in a really good track because by the end of my undergrad I was really not upset, but frustrated with what I was doing. So I felt that the MFA program has been a good place to experiment with my practice and try different things out. For example, I came out here working mainly in photography and video, and the piece here is an installation, so that's mainly what I've gotten out of the MFA program.
Hi, I'm Robison.
Hello. Hi. My name is Robison, and I am an MFA graduate. I received my degree